My name is Carol Houts. I'm the Vice President of Quality and Regulatory here at Germfree, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about our partnership with Ardmac. It's a little over 2.5 years ago or so that we started to foster a really wonderful relationship and really found strategic value in what both companies brought to the table. Ardmac is deeply experienced in clean room construction, and Germfree has a plethora of knowledge in the biocontainment space, which offers a lot of more complexity to the engineering solution, and then ultimately we brought that together into a synergy for a technology basis and ultimately a delivery model for how we would deliver projects globally, both to the United States and then to Europe. So that partnership has very formidable value in serving clients around the world, whether it's building a facility here in the United States, in our Ormond Beach, Florida office here at Germfree, or we build something in Europe that is a complete replicate of what we might manufacture here. We can do that together, and with the profound infrastructure and knowledge of both companies. So how does Germfree's offering fit into the industry space? Germfree's foundation was based on working biocontainment facilities where a high level of engineering controls is required for BSL level 3 containment. That experience lended itself very well to the same kinds of engineering controls that are required in the pharmaceutical space. Given where we are with ATMPs today and the complexity of processes in cell and gene therapy, being able to bring that experience in biocontainment and engineering controls, whether it's offering solutions that reduce complexities around personnel or material flows, or providing robust HVAC to help create complex environments that can reduce processing burden. That is one thing that Germfree has really shined at doing. So ultimately, we've been able to evolve our technology based on and keep the pace on how the industry is evolving processes and innovation. So Germfree tackles the quality of our products and our projects ultimately at 3 various levels. So my quality team does a fantastic job of being on the floor on a day-to-day basis, really supporting the production team. And so quality is really built into the product at every step in the fabrication process. And then ultimately, the quality control measures just build throughout the build process. As we get closer to the end of the project, the quality control testing becomes more intensive, more functional, more complex. That ultimately leads us to the ability to do factory acceptance testing, or which can be translated into commissioning of our facilities before they even leave Germfree, and ultimately that supports the full commissioning and qualification of our facilities once they're installed on site, which ultimately compresses the schedules so we can accelerate actually getting to a process ready state with our facilities. And as we're building quality into everything we do, from the moment that materials are brought in the door to the turnover of the facility, to the users, every step of the way, there's quality built into the process, which reduces risk and provides assurance that at the end of the day, the facilities are going to meet the needs of the users and be fit for purpose. So Germfree really tries to stay ahead of the curve on what might be new industry best practices, or ultimately new regulatory expectations. As everyone knows, the ATMP space for cell and gene therapy, there's a lot of gray areas along the lines of expectations from regulatory agencies around the world. And my background is in regulatory affairs, so we really proactively are always looking at what are the issues our clients are faced with when they file a CMC application or an IND application? What kind of hurdles might they have from a CMC perspective? We're trying to look at that from a facilities perspective. What engineering controls can we build in that might reduce the risk of a regulatory issue with an agency, because a cell therapy process might have extreme complexities around manipulation or something like that. So we're always trying to stay ahead of the curve and apply innovation and engineering controls along the way where it makes sense. And I think having facilities that have the ability to adapt but still meet the regulatory expectations and reduce risk to patients is where Germfree really puts our stock in foundational. It's foundational to what we do. So one of the things I most appreciate about our values at Germfree is we are focused on our clients. Ultimately, our end goal is to provide a process-ready facility. And it's a journey to get to that point, and one that requires a lot of synergy and collaboration with our clients in order to meet that end goal. And what Germfree can come to the table with is innovation, and ultimately in working in a collaborative way, we can translate that innovation into fit for purpose, which ultimately gets our clients to that process-ready state where they can then take and advance their products and their technology moving forward. We feel very much a part of those missions that our company, our clients serve. So I think that that's been core to the reason why I'm here at Germfree, and why it's core to our mission, what we do.